Hey teachers, I have been hearing a lot about email overwhelm lately, so I wanted to show you a few tricks to keep your inbox together and your life organized. So the first is to set a priority inbox, and this can be done through main settings. So you see I have a priority inbox for important and unread. So these are all emails that I have not read or that Google thinks are important, right? It has to be both. And then these are starred. So these are emails that I've said, this is important, I've got to follow up. So I star them. And then everything else is here. So if the Gmail does not think that a message is important, even though it's unread, it'll show up under everything else. So you can decide what 3 panels to open. And so all this is done under settings and under inbox. So you choose inbox type, priority. You see you have some other options. You can do unread first, you can do starred first. I like priority, and I decide what those priorities are. Okay, so just go back down here. Again, I like having the starred and I like having the important and unread, but you may like a different setup. So you see there's reading pane option, which I have enabled. You can make some decisions about that too. So once you have your inbox in place, you save those changes. I didn't change anything, so I have nothing to save. So I like this because I can condense down my inbox. As you see, I also make use of the side panel here and I use my to-do list, my tasks. If you attach a date to these also show up on your calendar. So I think that's a great thing, but you can always close those down as well, or I can open them back up. You can put your calendar here if you wanted to instead. This might be a view that you prefer. I like my tasks. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to route things to an inbox. So I know when I was a classroom teacher, I liked getting the alerts from Google Classroom that someone has submitted an assignment, but it completely overran my inbox. So I set a folder for all of those. So when I got a message from Google Classroom, it went right into that class's folder automatically. I didn't have to see it. But if I needed to go back and check it for whatever reason, I could. I had that record. At the end of the year, I just trashed that whole folder and they were gone. Easy way. So if you don't make use of your folders, your labels, I highly recommend that you do. And then you can auto route things here. So I'm going to use this as an example because I used to have this auto routed and then I didn't anymore. So I actually need to add this myself. So you click on the email, you click on the 3 dots, and you say filter messages like these. All right. So I want it from. You can get more specific if it's something from a certain sender, but it's a certain subject. You can get very specific with it. And then you just hit create filter. And now I decide what happens. Okay. So the biggest thing, you might want to skip the inbox, right? Because you don't want it to show up and you don't want it to clutter your feed. So you hit skip the inbox. You may want to star it. Maybe you want to make sure all these get starred. Or maybe you want to apply a label. And that is what I want to do here. I want to apply a label to this. And I'm going to attach Unitas Avic alerts. Now I'm going to keep this in my inbox because these are helpful. This tells me something is wrong with the network, but I do want them all going to this folder. There is even the option to delete it. So you have lots of options here. I hit create filter and my filter is done. Easy peasy. So this is a great way to keep your inbox organized and yourself sane with all the emails coming in. So hopefully this helps, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.